Hi friends! Today I'll be reviewing this digital smart calendar. This is a 10-inch display. The outer measurements come in at 10 1/4 wide by 5 1/4 inches tall. The display basically has three different modes. The first is a photo frame, then we have a family calendar, and lastly, the art gallery mode. If you choose the photo frame mode, the frame simply rotates through photos. We can populate it from the app, or we can use the micro SD card slot on the bottom back to load photos. Next is the family calendar mode. Actually, this is the mode we usually use, due to being so useful. I like to see a family calendar for the entire month. It makes planning ahead much easier for all of us. On the top, we have the month selection. We just tap the arrows back and forth to navigate around. We can also see the weekly calendar to get a closer view of what's happening. Interestingly, on the top, we can set up all of the family members. We can have a color assigned for each person, so it's easy to see who the calendar items are for. We can make events right on the display, or we can use our phone app to do it. If I press this button, we can choose to make an event or an alarm. If I choose an event, there are many pre-made options for us to choose from. We can also tap to make our own title, and then we get to choose options for the event. We can also create to-do lists for each person. We can even make meal and habit plans. Next, we can choose the photo mode to get there quickly. We also have a sleep mode set up where we can tell it when our sleep times are, and the screen will be off during these times. The art gallery mode basically displays famous artwork and also provides the time and date on the corner. If we want to switch modes, I can tap the screen and make my necessary adjustments. I've found the touchscreen works very well and is super responsive. We can also use the PhotoCube app to sync our calendar, add schedules, and share photos to the device. I'll do a quick walkthrough of the app. On the bottom, we have some basic app navigation. The gallery allows us to manage the photos that are stored on the device. We can just tap whatever photos we want and share them to the display. It uploads the photos very quickly with just a few clicks, and in a few seconds, the picture is available. We can manage the calendar from the app, and we can even synchronize our Google Calendar from the app. We can even send some sweet notes using the greeting menu. This basically makes a virtual card display on the frame. It's been fun to send surprise messages on any occasion. Once we send it to the display, it looks like this on the screen. If we tap the greeting, it will display the message. If you have several of these at home, you can add all the devices from this app, and it will synchronize all of them. The last icon allows us to manage the users on the device. On the back, it has a USB-C port, a micro SD card slot, and the power input. There's a kickstand we can use on the back to orient this. I like that they included these drywall anchors to help us mount it on the wall. It can work in both horizontal and vertical orientations. Our entire family uses this, and we've found it super easy for our daughter to use. It's been fantastic for adding school activities and helps us keep track of so many things. For a display with a bunch of functionality, I think this works great. It has so many useful capabilities and is very well thought out. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.